Yep, this be part 2. So was that interesting? Here, the whole road is at 40 kilometers an hour, right from the entrance right to the exit. I took out that 100, I took out that 80. And yet they're still taking it. Right? At one point, this road was just a 2-lane road. Well, you saw in the other clip how that worked out. It just stopped traffic. Now, you can see that I've got this road in different segments. I've got 4-lane, 6-lane, 4-lane, 6-lane, 6-lane, 4-lane, 6-lane, 4-lane, right? And then out to the exit. They do that to us in real life too. We just don't catch on to it half the time. But that's got nothing to do with this tunnel. Look at that. Look at all the traffic. That's 40 kilometers an hour. That's 60. Could it be the intersections? Well, I tried that. I tried building that. And it didn't matter how many intersections I put on the road, they really wouldn't take the tunnel. So what is it? I know that very few cars will take it that way. Now they'll take it more because that little segment is a little bit quicker. And that's how I came to find this out. I had this tunnel running so efficient that hardly any traffic was along this 6th lane, and it kind of made it look like I should take it down to a 2-lane or something. Yeah, sorry for the trees. Alright, so I was trying to find a balance. Look at how many more vehicles take that. I was trying to find a balance so that some would take the tunnel and some would stay on the street. And when I brought it all back down to 40 kilometers an hour, there was still some taking the tunnel. In which, as far as I was concerned, that shouldn't happen. There was an event that happened when I built this, which was the key, and it's happened to me before. This game will tell you when you've done something right. They reward you right away. Have you ever put down a road and you couldn't put it down fast enough before a car decided to change its mind and take that direction? I find it a lot with pedestrian pathways. I know it's going to be a good pathway is when I put down that piece and they go for it straight away. So now that's 100. So that means now that even more vehicles should start taking the tunnel. You see why the need of the tunnel though? See all this traffic here, and they're trying to turn left and right, left and right. And I'm slowly trying to turn this into an artery, this main road. An artery would be a street that has no traffic lights. That's why they call them arteries. Same thing with our body. There's 2 types of veins I found. Ones that have valves, ones that don't have valves. The ones that don't have valves work on pressure alone. Well, so do the ones with valves. I mean, the only way they open the valve is... okay, I'm getting squirreled here. Sorry. See how much they're taking this traffic? Have you figured it out yet? No? Yeah? It's not broken. Look at how much traffic is taking that tunnel now. And if I leave it like this, right, they'll start making left-hand turns and backtracking. And I mean making that left and turning down that street instead of going down that street and turning. I've been told that they will not backtrack, and a lot of times they won't, unless it's to their own advantage. And I guess a lot of people don't build stuff to their advantage. Oh, when I build stuff, it's to improve what's there. So it's always to their advantage. So I'm going to get distracted here and start showing you a road. So I'm going to chop this here. And when we come back, I think what we should do is show you what's going down. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. I should show you that. I'm going to make a rather, I guess, boring clip about that little street. Look at this. See how it's backed up? You know what I did? You know that little 4-lane that was right in front of the entrance to the tunnel? I changed it to a 6-lane. And that tunnel is all 40 kilometers an hour. I'm going to change it back. Right? Now I'm talking on the main road. There used to be a little 4-lane right in front of the... right here. Watch. Watch the trucks. Watch the green vehicles here. Gonna pop out. Pop out. They literally popped out of that lane. They now see that as the quicker route. Is that crazy or what? Even that left-hand turner. That's amazing. Look at, they're all just bouncing out of that lane. Do you get what I did there? So I changed the 6-lane, just a small section of it, down to the 4-lane. Now, a lot of people understand why, right? Oh. That makes it much clearer, doesn't it? Here, let me just put this piece in. Okay. What I did back there was I dedicated one lane solely to the tunnel. And it's like, yeah. I've seen, you've showed us termination lanes before. This one's special. Why? Because right now it's telling me that it's not seeing that as a street intersection. It's actually seeing it as the extension of that lane coming off the 6-lane. And it recognizes that going forward it's slow. But if I turn off, that path will get me to my destination quicker. It's like it's the missing lane that I took away right after the tunnel entrance. I'm not even making sense to me. It's not seeing it as an intersection. It's seeing it as a lane extension as far as I'm concerned. Look at this traffic, how it's getting all cleared up. Here comes some more. Look at all the traffic taking the tunnel now. And that's what happened to me. When I built the tunnel, it was 40 kilometers. I made this side 80. Didn't even fidget with the other side. But as soon as I changed the 6-lane to the 4-lane, they said, hey, there's a lane that goes there. The lane doesn't continue straight. The lane actually veers off. And everybody started to take it as the quicker road to the interchange. It's like a road extension. Look at the traffic that takes that. Now, none of them I don't think are turning left yet and backtracking. You got to let it warm up to that for a while. When you start seeing them use 2 lanes or both lanes, then you know that some of them are going to start turning left. Look, they just kind of pack that. That's 40 kilometers an hour, folks. It's because it's being seen as part of that 6-lane. It's like a lane extension rather than an intersection. Here, change it back. Now, there's a lot of traffic that's dedicated to it right now. But watch. We'll keep watching it. And as time goes on, it'll start to dwindle. I guess we gotta wait for some traffic. Right? I mean, it's arguable. you could argue that the traffic is the same. But after a while, it's unmistakable. Right now they see that as an intersection, because that one lane goes through and goes to the right. I know they're sort of trying to prove me wrong there, but look. And if you watch the main road, it's going to start getting darker and darker. Especially if I... Well, that's a given. Look, there's hardly anybody in there now. Even so, with all this traffic going by, we were watching as the majority was taking the tunnel. Now the majority is staying on the road. It's like a lane extension. Now I have a better understanding of why things work so well in my city. I've been fluking all this time, because all I've been trying to do is, designate a termination lane, right? Yeah, the 4 lane. There we go, that one. There we go. Now we dedicate 1 lane. Well, it's a 2 lane right now. But even so, and if I change that to just a single lane entry, and do this just because eventually there will be left turners. You don't even have to hold your breath. Look at this. A lot of them are getting the signal, yay, our road's open again. For crying out loud, leave it alone. Let us get to where we're going. I think I've taken enough of your time here. Again, she's not broke. But is this now in your toolkit? If you mess with the traffic, and if you like working with volumes of traffic like this, actually this is nothing. Well, it's not nothing. It's pretty good. Like there's a good volume of traffic going on here. You can't see the pedestrians. The pedestrians, oh my gosh. This is Faroe Island. This is a map that when everybody looked at it, they said all the dead ends are causing problems. I didn't touch a single dead end. I fixed the streets, the main streets, turned them right into main streets again. We're at 86% now. Look at that. Hey? Anyways, I'm going to stick with this city for a little while. Show you some other stuff. Dead ends. I should show you how many dead ends there are in this town. Well, you can see one there, but they're everywhere. So many dead ends, it scared some people from actually opening the city. I love dead ends. I think they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm going to show you why. Perhaps I'll show you why. Till then, have fun. Take care. Ciao for now.